Nice and slow down, up. You will notice the greatest resistance is at the top. That's where you're getting that really good contraction. Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com and welcome back for another video. All right, in this video, I'm gonna give you the best resistance band exercises for your chest. So this is something you're gonna be able to do anywhere you're at. If you're traveling, you're out of town, take you some resistance bands, and you can do this in your hotel room. You can do it at a park, you can do it at home, you can do it anywhere, all right? So no excuses not to build your chest. Before I get started with these exercises, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure you click on that bell icon. That way you get notified every time we upload a new video. With that said, let's get started with these banded exercises. Basically, the type of bands I'm going to use are the standard loop bands, just like this. Easy to pack, easy to travel with. However, if you have the bands that have handles, then those will work fine as well, all right? So there's a couple different setup things that you might need to change, but the exercises are gonna be the same. The first exercise I'm gonna share with you guys is a midline chest press. This is one of my all-time favorite movements because midline is the midline of the body. Basically, when you do a standard bench press, either a push-up, a bench press with dumbbells, a bench press with the machine, then you're going from point A to point B, point A to point B. The chest is designed to do two things: push away from the body, but also bring across your arm across the body, all right? So when we can combine a movement that gets a full stretch and it allows you to come across the body, you're gonna get a peak contraction. So that's what we're gonna be doing with this, all right? So basically, to set this up, just find anything you can wrap a band around. Again, it can be any fixed object at all. So I'm gonna use this arm here. I like to bring this and just loop it through. That's all I'm gonna do. Loop it through just like that, all right? We'll tighten it up, take the slack out of it. And again, if you have the loop that has the handles, all you have to do is wrap that around and you can grab both handles, all right? You can do that as well. The next thing that's really cool about this that you really wanna focus on is you can create more resistance. So if you're someone stronger, you need more resistance, all you need to do, step farther away from the pivot point, the end of this band. So by doing this, you're gonna create instant tension. So you'll notice there's slack here, there's no tension in my chest. Soon as I step further away, my chest is tight. So you can test it out. Put your hand on your chest, you'll notice it's flat and then it's tight and hard now, all right? So that's basically what you want to do. The next thing you wanna focus on is I rotate slightly just to make sure I'm really stretching my pecs. Get a really good deep stretch and then bring this and basically like punching right across the midline of the body. Keep your fingers on your chest if you want to make sure you're maximizing that contraction. You should really be able to feel it standing out or hardening up. Bring it back nice and slow. Nice full contraction right across the center of the chest. I like to hold contractions for about 2 seconds when I'm using resistance bands, all right? So we're talking about good stretch, 1001, 1002. Stretch, 1001, 1002. You should probably really start feeling a burn, 1001, 1002. Again, if you're not really feeling the resistance, step farther away to create even more resistance. That's gonna make the band even heavier. That's all you have to do here. And then you're just gonna alternate sides. You're gonna go from one side, rotate, and you're basically gonna do the exact same movement with your left. Step away, slight rotation, punch across. You'll notice right here in the center of the chest, that's where that peak contraction is really gonna hit you hard. Stretch, 1001, 1002. Stretch, 1001, 1002. Here's the other thing, when I work with bands, I like higher rep ranges. So 12 to 15 reps. Here's how resistance band works. A resistance band works. The thinner the band, the less the resistance. The wider the band, the greater the resistance. So if you've traveled with really skinny bands, you're not really creating good resistance, then basically up that rep range even to 20 to 25 reps. You're really gonna get lactic acid and blood flowing into that chest, which is gonna create a big, big pump, all right? So this is the first exercise I really like. Again, this is a midline chest press. So one thing that you wanna focus on, whether you're working with dumbbells, resistance bands, anything, is to really focus on targeting different parts of your chest. Mid chest, upper chest, lower chest. So the emphasis here with the midline is a lot of mid chest, the meaty part of the chest, all right? So that's one thing you're really focusing on when you're doing this. The next thing we're gonna do is a decline chest fly. Decline movements go from high to low. High to low is gonna bring the emphasis to the lower part of your chest. Opposite of that is when you're going low to high. Anytime you're going low to high, you're bringing that upper chest into, all right? You're working more of the upper chest when you do that. So right now, we've done the mid part of the chest. Now we're gonna go high to low. So I like to just bring this up a little higher. And this is going to be a unilateral fly. Unilateral just means you're doing one side at a time. If you had two bands and you had two upper fixtures like this, you could use two bands and do a regular fly. All right, but this is something you're gonna be able to do with one fixed point, and you're gonna be able to do it with one band. So basically, when I say high to low, the first thing I like to do, again, step away, rotate my body to get a really good stretch. Now the next thing I do is bring my elbow up. We're gonna rotate the elbow up slightly, bringing this to a higher angle, and we're bringing it down towards the lower part of the chest. So squeeze, lower chest. You're really gonna feel that lower chest movement. Again, 2-second contraction, good stretch, 1001, 1002. Stretch, 1001, 1002. That's all you're gonna do. Again, 10, 15 reps, 15 to 20 reps, even up to 25 if you've got less resistance. So you're gonna go straight from there. Easy rotation, just go straight to the other side. Same thing, step away, rotate to get the stretch, elbow up, lower chest. Simple as that. And you can go from right side to left side, right side to left side. You don't need to rest in between if you're alternating that way. So you're gonna do your 10 to 20 reps, all right? Whatever you're shooting for, you're gonna do that with one side, immediately go to your left side, right back to your right side. I like to shoot for 3 sets of each of these exercises. So that's gonna give you a very efficient workout, even with resistance bands. So the next thing is a straight up push-up, man. So we're gonna go into a banded push-up. The thing with the banded push-up is it's just gonna create even more resistance. So it's gonna allow you to build muscle by doing push-ups. Typically, once you start getting stronger with your push-ups, you don't build near as much size because you start focusing on building endurance. When you get into extremely high rep ranges with less weight, then you start going from muscle strength, muscle growth into muscle endurance. So to offset that, that's why we're gonna use a band for the banded push-ups. Put your hands inside the band, wrap it around just like this. All right, and then we're gonna get straight into a push-up position and nice and slow down, up. You will notice the greatest resistance is at the top. That's where you're getting that really good contraction. Resistance gets a little less at the bottom, greater at the top. Nice and slow, same thing. I like to go up. When you have this resistance, 1001, 1002, back down, 1001, 1002, back down, 1001, 1002. All right, same rep ranges here. So I know push-ups can end up being fairly hard and difficult for some guys, especially older guys. I work with a lot of older guys in a one-on-one capacity, and you know, that's one of the common things is as you age, you tend to get weaker with some of the body movements. Push-ups, pull-ups, those actually are more difficult than you would realize. So again, when you add resistance, this is gonna help you add that muscle building resistance that's necessary for optimizing muscle growth, all right? Last thing we're gonna focus on is a low banded crossover. Basically what we're gonna do with a low banded crossover, you're gonna step inside. Here's the other thing. When you're doing this, the wider your stance, the greater the resistance. Closer you get, the less resistance. So low banded crossover, basically what we're doing, we're going across our body from low to high. By doing that, we're gonna incorporate the upper chest. So this is gonna give you a well-rounded, developed chest. You're not just focused on working the bench press, which is what a lot of people do, which is gonna create imbalances in your overall chest work, all right? So basically what I like to do, I like to grab both. The next thing you wanna focus on, again, play with your width to determine how much resistance you need. And then again, 12 to 15, 15 to 20 reps, depending on how much resistance you actually have. The next thing is chest out, shoulders back. If you're bringing your shoulders in front of your body, your anterior delts, the front part of your delts, are gonna be activated and they're gonna get the brunt of this exercise. So to eliminate that, you really wanna get that chest up, get the shoulders back, maintain that posture throughout this whole movement, all right? And then one thing you're gonna do is, it's almost like a punching movement. You're going like an uppercut. You're going from, let's start with the left. Here, upper across. This is upper chest. I feel a lot of upper chest here. That's, if you can see that, that's the focus when you're doing this. Stretch, upper chest, 1001, 1002. Stretch, 1001, 1002. All right, and you can even alternate sides. Once you do that one, straight over here, straight to this side, straight to this side. All right, so low banded, meaning you're starting low, going high. Crossover, crossing over to the other side of our body. So we're not going straight up. If you go straight up, that's strictly your anterior delts, working a lot of the front delts. You wanna get across and really get that upper chest to contract. So that's the goal here. Again, you're gonna tend to wanna bring the shoulder forward, keep the chest out. That's gonna help you activate more of the upper chest. Couple more here. All right, this is 4 exercises for your chest. You can do 3 sets of each of these. 12 total sets. You heard me several times mentioning the rep range. Depends on how much resistance you have. If you have the single band with the handles, same thing, you're just gonna have handles. You can step on the center, you're gonna grab handles, and you'll be doing the same type of movements. So this works with either type of resistance band. If you don't have resistance bands, look for something similar to this, because here's the thing that you really wanna pay attention to. If you're working out, even if you're in the gym, you're consistent, you're doing great, but you're gonna go travel or you're just gonna be out of the gym for a while, keeping bands will help you stay in shape, help you continue on your fitness journey, whether that be muscle growth, weight loss, whatever your goals are, you can still continue to get great benefits with resistance bands. You just gotta make sure you're doing exercises correctly and you're optimizing the band usage. So if you like this video, man, give me a thumbs up and let me know, because there's so many different techniques you can utilize with just bands, whether it be chest work, back work, quad work, hamstring work, arms, biceps, triceps. You can do everything with resistance bands. So this is just another tool to add to your toolbox. But again, man, if you have any questions, leave a comment and let me know. Other than that, that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it. God bless.